Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here, coming to you from North Carolina. So I stopped off at this nice little rest area right here just to take a break from the driving back up from Florida, and I realized something. So I had the camera on video, and I'm listening to the video I just did. Of course, I was kind of hustling the video along because it looked like it was gonna rain out, which it did. It did rain. It came down, and I left out a couple of things. So this is a part 2 to the trail hauling YouTube video there that I was doing, a tutorial about pulling your trailers and connecting the coupling. A couple of things I wanted to just quickly explain, and it's gonna be a short video, but one of the things I was talking about is the chains being crossed. The reason why, as I said before, it acts as a sling. If you have the if you have the chains parallel, okay, one going on each side, when this tongue drops into the ground, say it comes disconnected, it sticks into the ground, it's going to stab right into the ground, and you will lose control of your vehicle, and this trailer or any trailer you're pulling will flip over. So it's very important that you have it in a X pattern, a crisscross applesauce, because that acts as a sling. And see where the X is actually sitting right here? When this trailer comes back, it moves to where it needs to go. So it's going to act as a sling. So the car's going to pull away. This is going to tighten up, and it's going to hold it. You are going to ram, when you do stop, it is going to ram into the back of your car. But it's going to be a controlled ram. You know what I mean? It ain't going to stab into the car and make you flip the vehicle. Or flip the trailer. One of the other things I had talked to you about was the pitch of the trailer. If the pitch is down, it doesn't just create wind drag. What it does is it creates tongue weight, additional tongue weight. So all your load, when the trailer's facing down, puts more tongue weight right here on your coupler. So that's why it's very important to have your load directly over the axle and make sure that the trailer is sitting level. That is very important, because even though the load is in the middle over the axle, if the trailer is pitched down, that load's going to want to move forward, and when it's moved forward, when the weight is past center, it puts additional tongue weight on there. So that is the couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about. So make sure you change the crisscross applesauce, or if the tongue comes undone, it can stab into the ground and can cause catastrophic mess, and people's lives are at risk when you do stuff like that. And the reason for having your trailer level and picking the proper receiver is so it sits level and the load stays straight and where it needs to be. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about, I showed you guys the pin and the weight. These pins right here are terrible. Okay, this is a bad pin. This is a pin that it's a Chinese pin. It came with a Chinese receiver I received, and you can feel the weight of it, and this thing is stupid light. I don't like using those pins, okay? And when I say it was made in China, I'm not saying the Chinese people make bad stuff. They don't. It was a manufacturer defect or error or whatever, okay? And you do get these pins every now and then. So watch the pin you purchase. Does anybody see the problem with this pin? Okay, so the problem with this pin is the weight is here, and then the hole is too big, drilled too big for the pin, and it's going the wrong way. So your hairpin would have to fit this way. I mean, yeah, it could work, but it's a risk. I like them when they're drilled so they go this way. Okay, if you get them drilled like this in the direction of the weight, that's the best way to get them. The other thing I wanted to reiterate, or I forgot how you pronounce that word, your pins. Make sure there's no cracks up in this area right here. And make sure that when you snap the pin in, it touches here and here. Okay, that's how, or actually, it just has to touch to the bottom. It could be a little off on the top, but right here, is it has to be touching. So when this thing sits into the pin, do it one-handed. See how it's touching right here? That's how it's supposed to be. Okay? That's a good install right there. If you install your pin, see where it's sitting? I'm just going to do an exaggeration. Okay? Let me stop for a second. I wasn't able to do it. Alright, so if you install this pin and there is a gap here between the two metal pieces where they touch, okay, this pin should be taken and thrown right in the trash. It's no good. It lost its integrity. This thing is a spring. Okay, it's a spring clip. It's called a hairpin clip, and you want to make sure that it has good spring tension, so you can't pull it apart, and it locks on. So when you snap this on, you want to hear this thing have a good positive. You know, when you hear that click sound, the click, you know it's connected. It's locked on. So that pin is extremely critical and most overlooked. Okay, so keep that in mind whenever you do something like that. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I just wanted to do those couple little updates and go from there. So thank you for watching, and this is part 2 to the trailer hitch connector. These are just a couple of things I had to rush through because of the weather. But anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Talk to you later. Bye.